Hey everyone, in this video I'll be talking about the whole citric acid cycle pathway. So initially it is started from pyruvate, and after their decarboxylation it will give rise to acetyl-CoA. When acetyl-CoA is condensed with oxaloacetate or oxaloacetic acid with the help of an enzyme known as citrate synthase, okay, it will give rise to what? Citrate. Citrate synthase means it will synthesize the citrate, that is why citrate product will be produced. Now this is first reaction, okay. Due to the shortage of the space, I am here writing this in a linear pattern, but this is basically a cyclic pattern of the citric acid cycle, okay. Then in the second reaction, with the help of aconitase enzyme, okay, with the help of aconitase enzyme, this citrate that is transformed into cis aconitate, and again with the help of this enzyme, this is again the reaction 2, they finally produce what? Isocitrate. So basically from pyruvate it's acetyl-CoA condensed with the oxaloacetic acid or oxaloacetate with the help of citrate synthase. It will give rise the first product of TCA cycle, that is citrate or citric acid, and with the help of aconitase enzyme it will convert it into cis-aconitate and then finally isocitrate. So this is up to the second reaction. Now what is the third step of this citric acid cycle? From isocitrate it will give rise to oxalosuccinate. This is basically give rise to oxalosuccinate. Now what is the enzyme here? It is isocitrate dehydrogenase, okay. It's basically isocitrate dehydrogenase, and in this third step of the reaction, first NAD plus will be reduced into NADH. Remember, I have already told in my short video that there are 3 NADH will be produced from citric acid cycle. So this is the first NAD plus that will be reduced with the help of this enzyme, and simultaneously oxalosuccinic acid or oxalosuccinate will be produced. Now again from here there is the decarboxylation step also occurs, which will give rise to first carbon dioxide release from the oxalosuccinate, and it will give rise to the oxalosuccinate final product with the help of this isocitrate dehydrogenase. The same enzyme acts here. This is also the reaction 3. Then finally after its decarboxylation it will give rise to alpha keto glutarate, okay. It will give rise to what? Alpha keto glutarate, okay. Now here, as the name mentioned, alpha keto glutarate, from alpha keto glutarate with the help of this alpha keto glutarate dehydrogenase enzyme, okay, second NADH will be produced, that is reaction 4, okay. Second NADH will be produced and second carbon dioxide will also be released here, and from alpha keto glutarate with the help of alpha keto glutarate dehydrogenase enzyme it will give rise to what? Succinyl-CoA, okay. It will give rise to succinyl-CoA. Now from succinyl-CoA with the help of succinyl-CoA synthetase, okay, it will give rise to what? GDP plus PI, and that will give rise to 1 mole of GTP, as I have already mentioned, okay, in the summary of the TCA cycle. Now it will give rise to what? Succinate. Always remember, synthetase means that enzyme which will help to synthesize some product, and the name it implies that what product it will gonna produce, that is succinyl CoA synthesis, means succinate will be produced from that. So this is the reaction 5. Okay, so succinate finally produced. After succinate produced, what is the reaction 6? Succinate is produced, and from reaction 6, with the help of this succinate dehydrogenase, again dehydrogenase enzyme, 1-FAD will be reduced to FADH2. Okay, and also from succinate, what is going to be produced? Fumarate. Okay, fumaric or fumarate acid will be produced. Okay, fumarate or fumaric acid will be produced from the succinate, and simultaneously FAD will be reduced to FADH2. This is reaction 6. Now from reaction 6, with the help of fumarase, malate will be produced. Okay, or malic acid will be produced. And finally, this is the 7th reaction. Finally, at 8th reaction, the last reaction step, with the help of malate dehydrogenase, oxaloacetate or oxaloacetic acid will be produced, and this last step, the final NAD plus will be reduced into NADH. So in this way, reaction 3, reaction 4 and reaction 8, that will give rise to 3 NADH. Reaction 6 give rise to 1 FADH2, and reaction 5, that will give rise to 1 GTP, along with the 2 carbon dioxides which going to be produced in reaction 3 and reaction 4. So this is basically the whole citric acid cycle, as its name implies, that cycle. So it is in a circularized form, but due to the shortage of the space, I have to write it down in a linear pattern. So don't mess it up. It's a cycle. It's a TCA cycle. So the enzyme is also very simple. Just think about that, what is, there is a reduction or oxidation. So if it is a reduction, then dehydrogenase, if synthesizes some new thing, always it should be the synthetase or synthase enzyme, and the name of that enzyme that can be from its original substrate, like citrate synthase, or sometimes if it produces citrate, it can be citrate synthase. Okay, so in this way, the whole citric acid cycle that works in the cell. Hope you like this video. Thank you so much. Please subscribe my channel.